So Beerus has spheres of destruction, right? Anytime you see an orb on the screen, that's his sphere of destruction. And what this move allows Beerus to do is he can summon some orbs, press a button and move them around the screen. Right? One of the changes that he got to this was an increase in the clash level. So in Dragon Ball FighterZ, moves like Ki Blast beams, they have different things such as their clash levels. So if you were to do 2 Ki Blasts together, you can see, because they're both on the same clash level, they clash, so neither one wins, right? However, what would happen if I use a beam and Goku uses his Ki Blast? You saw that I won there because the beam has a higher clash level than Goku's Ki Blast. Beerus' Orbs of Destruction, or his Sphere of Destruction, whatever you want to call it, has a higher clash level than Ki Blast now. So Ki Blast can't dissipate it when the orb is on the screen. This accounts for every single version of the move. So that's his 236S, his 2S, 236L, 236M, 236H. Right? It does not matter which one you do, all of them have experienced an increase in clash level. So this just automatically boosts Beerus neutral by a lot, because once this is on the screen, your opponent cannot dissipate these orbs with Ki Blasts. Okay, they have to use something with a higher clash level. So what about if they use a beam? You can see the beam goes through the orbs and hits Beerus. But they have to take a risk when they use the beam, because it has longer recovery and is easily punished if you do things like a level 1 or especially Beerus' level 3. Beerus mains now have even better awareness in neutral because they have less to think about. Their mental stack has been reduced. Once this is on the screen, they no longer have to think about Ki Blast. It's what unsafe move is my opponent going to try and use to get rid of these orbs. So now they're going to have an easier time punishing you in neutral. It's going to be even easier for you as a Beerus main to frustrate your opponent in neutral. If they throw a beam, you can easily punish it. If they try and do a Ki Blast, well, it's not going to work because this has a higher clash level. They're going to start taking more and more risks, and they might even do something like a super dash. You're going to simply be able to 2H the super dash because you expected it to come, right? You're now able to think and break down your opponent's game plan much easier because you have less to think about. Beerus can play this out in many different ways, right? A basic game plan would just be to be passive and use this as a shield against your Ki Blast, waiting to see if your opponent makes a mistake and then punishing them for it. You could also be aggressive and then use this just to go through the Ki Blast as it straight up just wins. It's limitless. Beerus can do so many different things just because of this one change. Don't forget the fact that Beerus can go through beam type moves with his 2M. And you've just got a big problem in neutral. They can't go through with Ki Blast because of this. If they try to do a beam, you can punish with a level 1, his level 3, or you can go through it with a 2M. He's just a neutral monster now. When it comes to controlling neutral in Dragon Ball FighterZ, no one is better than Beerus. Oh yeah, Beerus can do this in the air, by the way. Better neutral in the air, better neutral on the ground. Couple that with some good assists and you have a real problem on your hand. So like I was saying guys, if you have good assists, right, that cover a good portion of the screen, you've got Beerus with this now. What can they do? Do you know what I mean? So even better control of the neutral in the air and on the ground. For every version of his Sphere of Destruction, the orbs. Right? If you want to be passive, you just do 236 and hold down the button. If you want to be a bit more aggressive, just do it normally, don't hold the button. And that will just go through any type of Ki Blast. Your opponent is going to be agitated, so they're going to do things like maybe random level 3s, level 1s, beam attacks, super dash, but you'll be ready for it because you no longer have to focus on super dash anymore, not on Ki Blast anymore, right? You can focus on the super dash, you can focus on punishing the beams. His 2M goes through the beams. He has so many things going for him this season, it's absolutely ridiculous. So I'd advise you guys to take a look at Beerus, go into training mode, and let me know what you think. As always, please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.